What's your favorite part about being out here?
I like the moss that you can step on.
Whoa!
Do you know what it's called, though?
This is trampoline moss.
We'll call it trampoline moss.
Trampoline moss.
If you could be in a classroom or out in this forest, which would you prefer?
Out in this forest.
How about you?
Out in this forest.
Pretty cool way to learn, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm here today at the Kingfisher Lake Outdoor Education Center just outside Thunder Bay, where each year nearly 4,000 students from the Public School Board come to explore the forests, learn about fungus, and have a little fun.
Oh, here is our friend, the Whiskey Jack. They are so curious and friendly. They're kind of like...
The one great thing about Kingfisher is that they can take an experience and see a bird and go off on a story about the bird. Children are enthralled, students absolutely love it, and they learn all these little tidbits that they remember for years.
I heard the fancy science word, which is fungus.
So I don't think a lot of people know this has been around since the 70s?
1970, it was the vision of some really talented educators, and then the school board has been incredibly supportive in adding infrastructure to it and growing this program to what it is today. And I think there's lots of families that have experienced it, and it's part of their school story.
How important is it to have something like this where kids can leave the classroom and get hands-on and you know, I don't know what you'd call it, feet-on experience?
Well, I think we, like the education field, recognizes the importance of students spending time outdoors, and more importantly, doing experiential education, so things that gets them involved, doing hands-on activities, and Kingfisher is one piece of that larger puzzle.
Watch your feet here.
Research is showing that more and more, that students need to have kind of unplugged learning time, but even more hands-on, engaged, experiential learning. Everyone's happy when they come here, and we take away some of the barriers that educators might feel in a classroom, and it really creates an environment where we see the majority of students succeed.
What do you think made this hole?
Don't really know what an animal would.
Like a fox, maybe, or
A fox, yeah.
a giant snake?
A giant snake. No. I don't think they are out here.
No?
Yeah, no.
See, that was a test. You passed.
Thank you.
Where I'm going to hide beneath.
We were kind of tagging along with a younger group today, but the older students actually stay over?
Typically grade 6 or grade 7, the class will come out for 2 nights and 3 days. It's often in the winter, so they will cook their own food, they'll stay in a cabin with classmates, and they'll take part in usually snowshoeing, cross-country skiing. They'll do the famous survival game that I think anyone listening might have experienced themselves, and a few other map and compass type things, depending on the season and the weather.
Pitcher plant is a meat-eating plant.
Meat-eating
Yes. So
I learned a lot on this little trek here. We've got, there's meat-eating birds, I learned that, and there are meat-eating plants. What's going on out here?
I really think there is so much that we can learn from this forest, and the stories that it can tell, if we're willing to listen to the stories, is pretty incredible. So one of the other beautiful parts about working here is we have so many community members that come out and share their own knowledge of the forest. So we're always learning too, and you know, trying to give students the most exciting stories we can.